Welcome to Amberg Acres, folks. So we're going to go around and give you a couple updates today. Got my welder going finally. I had to get a 30 amp breaker to match this panel here. They're all different always, you know, whatever brand panel you have, you got to find a breaker that goes with it. But I got the welder going so I can start doing some welding again. And we're going to take a ride over by our little birdie over there. I picked them up some food. I didn't know what to feed them, you know. So I looked it up on the internet, and on the internet they said they like berries, obviously, and apples and stuff like that. But if you wanted to feed them something more domestic, get wild bird food or wild something. I forget how it was worded. So I went up to the Tractor Supply, the local Tractor Supply, and I really couldn't find nothing for wild birds. So somebody was standing there, a farmer or whatever, and he suggested chicken scratch. It's called chicken scratch. So here's what it looks like. So this is what it is. It's basically cracked corn, and it's got a whole bunch of different seeds in it. I'm not sure what these is. That looks like oats maybe. Not sure what seeds are all in it. But we're gonna take some over there. I took some over there last 2 days ago. It's been 2 days since I've been over there. So I took some over there, and we're gonna go see if he ate it. And if he did, we're gonna give him some more and see if he's around. So the other thing I want to show you is my yard over here since I flattened it all out. So we had the neighbor remove the stumps, and we flattened this all out, and I got my little ditch right in here. I think I'm a little high right in that area there. It seems a little lower over by my lawnmowers there, and it looks like it gets a little high right there, so I might have to dig that area right there down a little bit yet. But we got it all smoothed out. This is all smoothed out up here now. I have a spot for my implements over here. So we got it all smoothed out. It rained. I ran the drag on it twice. And the issue with the drag is all these roots. You know, all these roots and stuff that are hanging up. They plug it up, and then you're just driving around dragging roots, and it's just making another rut. So it takes a few times with the drag, and then you got to, you know, pick up all the roots and sticks and whatever. It pops some stones out, and it really looks like I could drag it again, you know, because there's little humps here and there where your low spots sink now that it rained, and we could do that again, drag it. Went and picked up some totes to put firewood in, and I was hoping I could use the tanks to, like, for a deer watering pond or something. But they're full of paint, and I talked to the guy, and he said he tried washing some out, you know, like with a pressure washer, and he couldn't get the paint to come out of there. So not sure what kind of paint is in there. If it's you know, oil-based paint or whatever, that the water doesn't dissolve it. But we're going to do a little putzing around with them and see if we can do something with them. But for right now, I'm just using the totes to put firewood in. All right, so let's go over and see if the bird's around. Well, let's see. Yeah, that's all eaten, pretty much. Well, there's a little bit in there yet, but probably got wet. No. A little bit in there yet. Alright, let's fill them up. Well, he don't seem to be around right now, so let's take a walk around the field and I'll show you some stuff out here. Look at how nice and green these brassicas are getting. Coming in really well, actually. And I didn't even use lime or fertilizer this year. I didn't have time, I didn't have the money. I just got the seed and I threw down the seed real quick. And I could come back now and throw some fertilizer down, I guess. But with all the moving and everything we were doing, this was kind of a quick job out here this year. But you can see it's a little sketchy in spots, but other spots it's really nice and green. Looks really good. Let's go up to the other end of the field here and show you the winter greens. So this is the winter greens. It's looking really good. Nice green field. And I don't know, I forget what was all in this winter greens. I know there's peas here, and I believe it was oats, and I'm not sure what else was all in there. It's hard to say. This looks like something here. I'm not sure what that is, but yeah, I would have to look it up on the internet to tell you for sure what it was. But it's looking good. Nice green field. That's what we want for the deer. So while I was digging my little driveway here up into the back, I dug up my wires to my outhouse. I forgot they were there, so I gotta fix all of this quick here. Stupid is as stupid does, I guess, right? But no biggie. I have some wire here, and I can't use the wire I had because it's all damaged from the bucket grabbing it. So I have some new wire here. I've had this here for quite a while. I bought it at I don't know, some auction or rummage sale or something, and we're just gonna trench it by hand because the tractor is in for its 50-hour service. So I'm just gonna run a quick trench from the garage here over to the outhouse, and this shouldn't take too long at all. Definitely going to be a hot one here again today. I think I've mentioned this before. This is all sand here. So except for the roots, I mean there's roots way the heck over here from those trees. Except for the roots, it's pretty easy digging. I only go a shovel full deep. It's good enough for stuff like this. I mean, if it were feeder wire for like the trailer or something, then you're supposed to be like 18 inches down. But for this, just this, all it's running is a fan in the bathroom. It's no big deal. I gotta get this done before Pablo comes back. He likes using this bathroom. think I need the chainsaw for that one. So I have no idea how much of that we missed, because the issue with GoPros is they get hot and they shut down by themselves, and there's no way of me telling if I'm working to see that little blinking light. Alright? One of my issues with GoPros. But I got this trench dug, and I am wringing wet. It is a humid day out here again today. That's why the camera died. And we're going again here, so we're going to take a little break and we're going to run the wire through here, make our connection, and then fill this all back in. Alright, so I got my wire run and I got my connection made over there. And I just wanted to show you this. This is underground wire. This is the only difference between this. Hopefully you can see that on a close-up. The only difference between this and the regular wire that you would use in a house is that this is completely excuse me, this is completely enclosed in plastic. There's no paper insulation or nothing inside this coating. So I'm sure they make a tool for this. You know, an electrician probably carries a tool for this. But the way I do it is I just take my razor blade and I run it. The copper wire is the bare copper wire is right in the middle. So I run that razor blade and I push it along the copper wire, just like that. Okay, and then that copper wire, see the copper and the white popped out together, and then the black usually you have to do a little peel here at the end. And it takes a little bit to pull it, but you just pull it back, and now you got your wires exposed. Okay, it's really easy. It's really easy to do. It's not the easiest if you're inside a box, but if you strip them before you put it in the box, it's not that hard to do. But that's the only difference between this and a regular house wiring. Is it's completely enclosed in plastic, so no water or nothing can get to it. All right, we're gonna finish shoveling this in here and filling in my trench. Funny how you always seem to have extra left over till it rains. Then you don't have enough usually. That should be packed in pretty good. So we'll rake it a little bit and on to the next project. Well, we just got back from a little 2-day trip, and they must have got dumped with rain. Our rain gauge had 2 inches of rain in it, And you can see how it all washed down here, all this mud washed down onto the lawn. And if you follow it up here, and I don't know how well this is going to show on the camera, but you can definitely see I had a river running through here. Okay, and so that's good. Problem is, it all washed off the hill up here. All right, so I got ruts over there, and I'm going to have to fill that back in. I planted seed before we left, but you know how that goes. You can see it's a little green on top there. Okay, that's the only place the grass took or started to grow. Rest of this all got washed down. It's probably all laying out here in the yard. So anyhow, that's flowing good right through there. But over here, where I said this looks like it's a little bit high, and I'm thinking, yeah, it's high because you can see how it puddled back there. Okay, and it puddled all along there, and there's a little low spot there. So that's how I can tell there it's sunk a big hole right there, that dark spot. That's where the stump came out. So that's sunk pretty good. So I'll have to fill that in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and scrape this little area right here and get that down a little lower to match where I'm standing here. And I think that'll help get that water, because I want the water to get away from the garage. And it is working. What I have over here, right by those barrels there, I have a little bit of a ramp down, and it comes along here, and then, you know, it needs to come out. And I think it's puddling right in here yet. And I need to get this hump right in this area right here. I need to get this hump gone. And you can see it's green. You can see the little real light green that some of my seed took. But yeah, it washed down pretty good right here. Put some ruts, you know, so I'm gonna have to fill that back in and kind of move a little dirt around and get that all smoothed out again. But like I said, the tractor's in for its 50-hour service, so when I get it back, you know, I'll get this all done here again, get it cleaned up. Well, what you need is a nice little light rain, all day light rain where it's not pouring. You know, that's what you need. You need just like a all day mist to get that grass going and get some roots in this here, and then it won't wash away every time it rains. But that didn't happen. We must have had a downpour. So back to the drawing board on this area. So the rest of it looks pretty good. There's a little bit of a low spot right here in the middle. You know, I can put a little bit more fill in there. Otherwise, the rest of it all looks halfway decent. You can see it kind of made a little stream right through here and out the side over there. The water's got to go somewhere. It puddles so much, and then it's got to flow. And I'm doing all of this by eye, so you know, I think I did pretty good. I actually did halfway decent. Over here, it doesn't look bad at all. A little bit right here around this stump. So there's a hump right here. This is a stump. That was that pine tree. I'm gonna have to, when I get the backhoe back, I'm gonna have to dig that down a little bit and cut that off a little lower, and then yeah, re-smooth it all out. You know. Yeah, they must have got a lot of rain all at once. But once you get some grass, you know, once you get some grass going, it'll stick. It won't wash away as easy then. So yeah, it's always a work in progress, you know. All right, on to the next thing. The next project on the list today, making some horseshoe pits. I put the poles in last year, I think that was. And so now I'm gonna make some boxes for around it and fill it with sand. So I'm using this. This is a Harbor Freight saw that I got quite a few years ago. I bought it just for sitting up here in the garage, so I had something to use up here. And I bought it at an auction. I think I paid 10 bucks on the auction for it. The handle was cracked. It fell off the shelf or something. And I fixed that all. But it really doesn't work that well. You know, I mean, I hate to rip on people's stuff, but I mean, I can't cut all the way through a 4x4 with it. It's a 10-inch blade, but I can't get through these 4x4s. I have to use a handsaw and cut the rest of the way through, or flip it, or whatever you want to do. It doesn't go down by itself, you know. I mean, this guard here is more of a pain in the butt than it is any kind of safety for me. But I mean, whatever, you know, it works. It works for what I need to do up here. I have my good one up here now, and I just haven't set it up yet. So I'm just using this one to get through a couple projects here, and then I'll be setting up my good one eventually. But I don't want to cut through, but the only reason it cut through is because there's a big chamfer on that side of the piece. So I'm making this box. You go online and look up a horseshoe pit dimensions, and they just got so much stuff on there. You know, they give you dimensions for the whole course if you want to make a, you know, the place where you're supposed to stand and shoot the horseshoes, and all I'm trying to make is a box for to hold the sand in. So the best I could come up with was the inside dimensions of the box are supposed to be 6 foot by 4 foot, and the pin is supposed to be 4 foot from the back and 2 foot from the front. That's the best I could come up with for dimensions. So if that ain't right, then my horseshoe pits are going to be wrong, but that's good enough for the little bit that we shoot horseshoes around here. So that's what I'm cutting these to. I'm making the long ones basically 80 inches, and then that allows for the 4 foot piece to go in between. It allows for the 4 foot piece to go in between here, and then it's 4x6 on the inside roughly. So I got 2 more pieces to cut, and we'll screw these together. So I'm just using these long leg bolts I have around here, and I'm putting in 2 holes at an angle. And once it's in the ground, it ain't gonna go anywhere. But I think the hardest thing about working with this stuff is the wood. One, the price is still too high, and the quality of what you're getting is just garbage, as far as I'm concerned. It's awful, to say the least. The quality of this wood. But that's what they're selling. I picked through the whole pile to get a couple of boards that were halfway decent. The rest of them, I don't know what you would do with them. You know, they're that bad. So All right, we'll flip this over, put the other piece on, and it's good to go. All right, that's it. I need to find my helper to carry this back to the horseshoe pits. Oh yeah, that's right. Pablo's not here. Guess I'm gonna have to carry it myself. Well guys, I think that's it for today. I'll get my string out here tomorrow and measure these out and mark them and dig them out, sink them in the ground, and show you what it's done. I don't have any sand right now. I kind of used it all up filling in over there. I should have saved a little bit of a pile. There is some over there, but I don't know if that'll be enough. But we'll see. We'll see what it looks like when I'm done here. Usually once I start digging, when I get a little bit below the soil here, it's all sand anyhow, but we'll see how much that amounts to, I guess. So, see you tomorrow. Well, good morning. Another beautiful day here in the North Woods. Looks like it might be a hot one again. I didn't even see what it's going to be because I don't want to know. But anyhow, I'm going to try and straighten this up here a little bit. Try and center this. Okay, that's got us close. I'm gonna go do the other one, and then we'll mark it and we'll dig. We'll dig 4 inches down and remove this dirt. And I'm gonna throw the dirt in the back of the wagon there, and take it over. I think I'm gonna use it to fill in my ruts over there from the storm the other day. So, boy, the gnats are out. It's probably gonna rain or something. When the gnats are out, it usually means it's gonna rain. All right, let's go get this other one done. So I got it marked out, and we're gonna start digging here. And like I said before, easy digging until you hit these roots. There's a big root right here, right off the bat. So I'll have to get the saw out here at some point and start cutting. Well, that is not going very well. Even after cutting through that root, I cannot seem to budge it with the shovel at all. So I think we're going to put this project on hold until I can get the backhoe back here and get some help getting that root out of there. I got a feeling the one over there is going to be the same thing, because there's a tree right there too. So there's going to be a root somewhere I'm going to hit. So I guess that's it for this project for right now. I'm going to go dump this load of dirt, fill in some of my ruts over there, and we'll wait until next week or whenever the backhoe comes back to finish these up. I didn't really want to dig this by hand anyhow. So we are just gonna fill in these ruts here with this dirt. And hopefully we don't get another, I mean, we need the rain, don't get me wrong, but 2 inches all at once, obviously. When you get these ruts like this, that means it came down pretty much all at once. And we weren't here, so I didn't see it, but yeah, it probably was running pretty good. A little bit of flash flooding, if you want to call it that. But we need the rain. We're still really dry around here, but we need that. Like I said the other day, you need that an all-day misty rain to help get grass going and stuff. So what's my little birdie been up to? I haven't seen you in a while. Are you happy to see me? Oh, look, you won't got no food. I'll get you some food. Let me get you some food. I'll get you some fresh stuff. Okay? How you been? Yeah. Long time no see, huh? Here, we'll get you some fresh stuff. Come here, little buddy. Look at that. Look at that. You gonna come up here and eat by me? You gonna let me feed you? Here? Yeah, here. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. Here. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Here. So I brought over this tube. I sure hope nobody needs an explanation of what that is. What that's going to be used for. If you're a hunter, you know what this is. So I'm not even going to say it. But I need to cut it right about there. I think I'll take a couple more inches off of that. Yeah. If that works. I'm gonna do this. This one maybe. This way. Bend it in there. That was a tight fit. Okay. That's good. Exactly what we want.
And it was that simple. So I just throw a couple of cable ties around this thing, and it keeps it from clanking and stuff, you know. If it's windy out or whatever. A good windy day, these things still shake pretty good. I mean, especially the portable type blind like that I have on this one here. That thing will be shaking pretty good on a windy day. Hi. What, you trying to get my attention? I know you're here. Yeah, I'm glad to see you. Don't understand why you're not eating your food though. Why aren't you eating your food? Huh? You silly bird. There. That'll work for me. What are you doing down there, huh? What are you doing? You gonna let me pet you? No, you're just gonna stab me with your beak, huh? Okay. No. This little guy, he just likes following me around. Come here. Come eat your food. Come on. Come on. Can I feed you a little out of my hand? Are you gonna eat out of my hand? No? There. Yeah. There, you did it. There, you did it. I'm gonna pick this stuff up here. Yeah. You silly. Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna call this the end for this video. And I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one. I got a little surprise coming up here before hunting season yet. So stay tuned.